We're back.
Hello.
I forgot today was D&D, honestly. I took a nap at like 1 o'clock and passed out.
Nice.
I forgot to, not gonna lie. It's okay.
I would have liked to take a nap today. Stop.
Oh, like 4 o'clock or some shit. Yeah, I think it was like 4.
Time for napping is over. Time for D&D now. So, picking up where our band of adventurers left off. Saishori played Will She, Won't She with a group of goblins. By the behest of her group, decided she won't. But on further review and hearing the cries and screams of pleading goblins from Revi and Suji, and getting a chance to look back and see a group of humanoids chasing down these goblins, and Saishori decided and convinced the group, and Suji helped convince the group that you should stop the humanoids. That they should be dead, not slaves.
That was her reason, not Suji's reason.
No, not mine.
No, not at all.
They have very different reasons.
But Suji went along with the idea that we need to stop the goblins from getting hunted. So we'll cross the other bridge later. You turned around. You engaged the mostly humans on horseback. By the time you caught up to them, half the group had fallen back with their catch. As you talk to the group still chasing this group of goblins, you found out that they were slavers, indeed, and that goblins make good slaves. Hearing this, Saishori entered combat, vamped out her wings, and high-speed combat ensued. You guys were able to quickly dispatch of the not prepared slavers to meet people of magical means this day. But you chased down those that decided to fuck off, but not being able to find the group that split off with their catch, settled for the utter annihilation and destruction of those that you could. After some time, you decided enough was enough and continued your way to Port Aerosmith, across Workin Symphony, to get to Zayfarel, homeland of Tieflings. After another day and a half travel, as the sun was beginning to set, you saw just in the distance the bustling port town of Port Aerosmith. It's pushing near 6 o'clock. Got about maybe an hour outside of town.
Would have been here a lot earlier, is all I'm saying.
At this point, I'm a bit inclined to agree with you, Vintef. That's...
Yeah, Vintef, we could have been here faster, Vintef.
We could have got there faster with an airship. So,
I mean, we could still take the airship. You want to go all the way up to Crowhaven? Just veer left, hard left?
But, obviously not. We're so close. He just wants to be able to say, I told you so. And thus he has.
What's our plan?
I crushed a horse and a man.
I guess figure out what we need before we depart.
DM, there's no towns here, right? We're just on the road. We've got one day to go.
No, you are an hour outside the port city.
Oh, an hour outside.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just you got here a little. You're about an hour away, just at sundown of this day. So you're gonna be arriving probably around 7:30, give or take. This was. Is there any final preparations you guys want to make before you enter town?
So we didn't rest or anything, right?
No, you had a long rest since the goblin.
Since the slaver fight?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You guys
Since,
sure you don't want to turn
free-
around and find some more?
The free my home.
We can quit our whole thing here and just go and patrol the plains for slavers.
But the whole point of this journey was to get to Zaishori's family.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Why would
We found a new meaning. We have purpose now.
Haha. There. Yes, I'm to believe you give the smallest shit about these goblins.
Not a single one.
That's what I figured.
Oh, I'm finna get.
We need to do anything before we head into town.
I got nothing.
I think we're good.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I do not believe so.
All right. The hour passes and night starts to fully take in. You guys approach the front gates, Fort Aerosmith. For most of you, for all of you, would be your first time here. You see before you is town much larger than Ashfeller. Comparatively, one of the bigger cities that any of you have been to outside of the few of you who've been to Crowhaven. As you approach, you do see pretty well maintained large stone wall encircles most of the outside of the approach of this town, of this side of the town. And from what you can see from this vantage point, probably extends at least out to the coastline, but it's hard to tell.
Are we going straight to an inn? Do we want to go and try and figure out what ship we're going to take right away? Maybe we could leave tonight.
Just nothing too much I'm looking for here. If we wanted, we could start on the armor.
And how long do you think that would take?
DM, how long do you think it would take?
Make a wisdom check with advantage. And add your proficiency if you don't already.
Let's go advantage. I got a nat 20s.
Assuming you can find a suitable forge in town, and the ability to work it, and depending on whether or not you enlist help from any other craftsmen, if you're looking to do this yourself with the help of at least Revi, minimum 3 days.
Well, Robbie, there's, as you can clearly see in the drawing I gave you, there is quite a bit of intricate parts of this, and obviously setting the steel, all the time it takes to like process everything. It might take 3 days, so it might not be in our best interest, but
No, that's totally fine. I'm not going to If no one else has anything to do in the city, I'm not going to hold the group up for 3 days. We can be on our way.
Maybe we
Suji
should start out finding a ship.
I wonder where they keep ships in this town.
How about
Hmm.
we go, we get a drink, we see who's around.
Valir and who has a passive perception above 15? No.
Passive.
That's a perception.
Has a perception of what?
15 or higher.
I think
Nope.
I'm 13.
Mine was high.
Me. 16.
Mine is 10.
Suji, what was yours?
Wait, mine's definitely high. Why? Oh, they changed it. I'm wondering why it looks different.
It's 15. I got you.
Okay.
All right. So Suji, Vinteth, and Valir. As you guys are starting to approach this wall area, you do see there are several different entrance ways that you can go through. But the three of you, what you notice is there's not a lot of foot traffic this time of night, but you do notice guards posted at each of these entryways.
Do we notice if the guards are kind of like those kind of guards are like super serious about their job, or they're kind of just like, whatever. This is like a night shift kind of thing, so they're a little bit more relaxed.
Make an insight check.
Boom.
24.
Man, we're rolling hot tonight. 24. I mean, taking a look, you guys scan the couple guards that you can see at these, these entryways that are kind of spaced out. Most of them look like either they just got on or are starting a shift. They're not over. None of them appear to be over eager. Like they're not like super hard gatekeepers, but they, they're there. You see a couple people. Not so much people leaving, but a couple people that are coming in at these gates. They stop them, talk to them for a second, and then seems like they just let them go about their business.
Gotcha. All right. Well, guys, there are guards here, but they don't seem like they'll give us much trouble, giving us, withholding information or anything like that. So I say we just go for it and just see what's around.
I'll trust you.
All right.
Human guards.
So I go over to Seven and just say, please, you don't challenge any in this town. Let's keep a fairly low profile.
Look back at you and just go, fine. As long as they do their job right.
Revi, as you kind of take a look after they pointed them out, they do appear to be human. At least the ones you can see.
Are we just walking up? The lot of us.
What are we gonna do with our horses, I think? There's not like a big entrance we can go in with the carriage.
Oh yeah, they're not like when I say entryways. Think they're about 15 feet
Gates, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
and they're spaced out every like 45 feet or so. It's not like right next to each other. There's a couple entryways.
I was still the one manning the horses, right? Or did someone take over?
It's a new day. That's up to you.
Okay.
Who wants to drive? Be the one driving?
Yeah, because I feel like whoever's driving is probably going to do the talking, so. Not sure why not do it. All right. moving along slowly, manning the horses towards the entryway and just slowing down the reins in case.
Yeah, as you guys start to approach, you get within like 30, 40 feet, you see one of the guards starts to hail you guys. Kind of just slow the pace a little bit.
Hello there. How's it going?
Good evening. Thanks you for visiting Port Aerosmith. Can I have names and reason for entry, please?
I am Volier. I don't have my gong. Volier Warlock. Did they all have to introduce themselves still?
I mean, he is looking expectingly at the cart of people.
So I am Volier. I don't know who's behind me, and I just point whoever's directly behind me.
I see the guard's eyes meet me. I'll be like, hello. I go by Suji.
Don't all talk at once.
Right.
Right. From the back.
I'm just kind of looking around, like
I'm just-
I was kind of hoping someone would go. I'm Robbie, Raviel. Robbie's fine.
Daishori.
I'm gonna be just looking at them real skeptically, just like best you can tell with robot eyes, glaring at them a little bit. As I start to stand up a little, I'm 7 even. I sit back down while just staring at them.
Yes, those unblinking robot eyes that show.
Vintat doesn't even raise his eyes to look at the guy. Vintef.
All right, very good. And reason for visiting Port Aerosmith?
Well, we've heard great things about your city. We've got money to spend. I will reach into my bag and I will pull out. Sorry, like, can you give me some perspective on like what a normal daily salary is before I do this?
So a normal,
because I don't want to insult. Like, I want to know what I'm doing here.
so a normal person's yearly salary is like 15 to 20 gold.
All right, so I will take out 2 gold pieces each and just like give them out to the guards.
Make a
You guys have a great time. We're going to have a great time. Let's do it.
make a persuasion check with advantage. Never hurts to grease the palms.
My bonus on that. Do I have them? No, I don't. All right, straight D20. I'm going to re-roll one of those. Wait. All right, 14.
Yeah. 2 guards, you see them take the gold, kind of look back and forth, they pocket it. Right. Kind of looks you all over. Well, enjoy your time in town.
Thank you very much. But,
Anything-
well, one last question. Is it possible to like rent out boats or buy boats here? And if there is, where would you recommend?
I mean, buy boats, not really unless you buy it from the owners. Renting boats, you can probably charter one. It's usually it's pretty slow this time of year. Plenty of boats in the docks making different runs. It just depends on where you're going and how much coin you have and who you're willing to deal with.
Are the waters dangerous at all? Anything we need to know?
Not if you keep the coasts.
Understood. And I'm guessing you've heard stories about what happens when we pass the coast.
Let's just say it takes a certain type of crazy to go out to deeper waters.
I kind of internally, I'm just like, on the surface, I'm like, yeah, that's great to know. Thank you. And then I kind of slide him another silver coin. And then we go through the entryway.
I also asked, like, do you guys have a place where we can keep our horses? We might be out of town for a little while.
Yeah, there's a livery in town. You could probably stable them there or sell them or do whatever you need to do. He kind of points you in a direction.
Thank you.
As you guys start to, this one guard kind of ushers you through the second guard that kind of was just kind of circling the cart a little bit and taking stock of all of you as you get ready to head into town. One more thing. Which one of you owns that one? Points at 7.
Oh,
No one owns him.
I am not property.
He's not. He's a person per se. He's alive. He thinks he has his own decisions, sir. And as the word of caution, please tread lightly.
As I start to put my hand on the edge of the car, like I'm about to get off of it.
Look, I'm not one that is familiar with these automatons and their makes and such. I just, for the sake of the town, in case anything were to happen, I need to know who is responsible for it.
He is responsible for his own self, as I said. He's an individual. So any issues, concerns people might have, they are more than welcome to talk to him about it.
And now I'm off the court in his face. I am responsible for me.
I'm just like 7. What did I say?
I didn't start a fight.
Stucci realizes that is quite fair.
He just confused you with an inanimate object.
Yeah. I answered. I talked.
But look, 7. Just if you ever feel like attacking someone, just talk to me, and I'll help you.
We're going to end up talking a lot then, aren't we?
Yeah.
I need one of you to tell this thing to stand down.
He called me a thing, Ravi.
7. This is a lovely city, and I'm going to start casting suggestion.
Nice.
And how much fun are you going to have if you don't attack it? Get to experience all of it.
I might feel better if we check out an armory or a weapon shop.
That is, you get to save against that. You don't get automatically affected by me casting that. Okay. So you get to roll a wisdom save, and if you get a 15 or higher, then the spell doesn't affect you.
Nope.
Okay.
And Revi, suggestion is verbal somatic.
Suggestion is verbal material.
Okay, so no somatic. Okay, cool.
Fine.
But yes, I know it will still be obvious to everyone else that I just cast a spell. I'm not debating that.
Yeah,
There's some sort of verbal component.
I
to it.
don't think any of us have any complaints.
Yeah. And you have to make it sound reasonable. So I feel like you're still going to get to have a great time. Yeah. So I can hold that concentration unless I, have something that could potentially break it for 8 hours.
Okay. Revi, while we're at it, make an insight or a history check. Your choice.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't have my character sheet loaded up.
No worries.
Listen, man,
You
I
piece
tried.
of shit.
Ooh, that's a nat 1. Shit. I am going to and hope we don't fight anyone today. All right, 13.
Okay, 13 is enough. So as you're having this interaction, and it occurs to you, especially with your time spent at the magic schools in out there, 7 is the exception, not the rule. This person, automatons exist in the world, but they are not, to any normal person's recollection, sentient or not attached to a human being that they control.
Yeah.
So this person isn't being rude. He is just,
Well, and that's part of the reason the suggestion makes sense, because there's going to be a lot of this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And 7's first instinct now will hopefully be not to attack, at least for 8 hours, or less if I get like hit by something, lose my concentration on the stuff.
But also with 13, you got to remember that 7 doesn't understand that 7 isn't an object.
Yeah. Well, I think we all know he's like something more than that, but we just don't know what.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody
Like,
asks, I'm just pointing at Zaishori. What's her problem?
Oh yeah, I should have said that. I'd be like, yeah, see that one over there? That's the mom. That's the mom over
I
there.
think we're all quite responsible for him.
But
Oh,
She disappeared.
lost.
Nah, man. She abandoned 7. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know such thing.
Abandon her child.
Oh my goodness.
That is our child, guys.
Yeah.
So
It
We're
is
all
all-
raising him.
It's
As
our
you,
responsibility.
as you suggest to 7 to enjoy his time here and forget this, 7, you return to the cart.
yeah. I'm back in the cart. Just, I'm gonna buy myself a new weapon. Might just throw it. Have fun. Be a good time. I'll see how I can get shined. I can get something to match my mantle.
All right. So as 7 gets back on the cart, you see the guard is still on, alert. He starts to move his hand from his sword that's on his side. Right. Very good.
Are we good to go then?
Enjoy Port Airysmith.
Thank you, sir.
And we will I'll start rolling. If I can. I don't I'm just on the cart, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the one.
I
Yeah,
guess
we're just trotting on in.
Yeah.
I go to the rest of the party. So should we drop off the horses now, or?
yes, I think that's a good first step.
Yeah.
It would make the most sense.
Oh. I hope people don't give 7 trouble.
Well, hopefully, due to the circumstances.
Right. Yes. Have some quick thinking, Mr. Wise Elf. Hopefully this helps us
That will help us for today.
today. but hopefully that's all we need, and hopefully we're on our way by that point.
You said
So,
it's pretty late in the night, right?
So,
No, it's just past
no.
7.
So yeah, we're just walking to the horse place, right? So Zaishori, if we see a goblin, are you going to slice it in half in the middle of the street? You just chop it up. Better off dead than green, right?
I just might. Who knows? Let's find out, right?
In the middle of the city.
I don't think we need any goblin sashimi.
7 would enjoy it.
Yeah. I haven't eaten a goblin before, I don't think.
It's a good question. Has anyone been here before? Are there?
Have I been here before, DM?
Is
I
this
think you
like
mentioned neither
is this
of
like a
us.
diverse city, or is it not because it's still in Vertrag, so it's like overwhelmingly human?
None of you have been here before.
Okay. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm guessing none of us are like somewhat familiar around us at all.
I would let Saishori and Vinteth make history checks.
Pop it.
10.
Ah, mediocre.
Try.
Once we're through the gate, I want to be like ignoring them and keeping an eye out for anything that would pique my interest, aka symbols of sword and lane, etc., etc., etc.
Cool.
Big booty red hair Chris.
Yeah, Vinteth. Not a lot of outside world information makes it to Morand. You get like bits and pieces. You know of Port Aerosmith. You probably had traders come from here. During the glory days of your town.
Mhm.
As far as you know, like most towns in Vertrag, it is predominantly human. You're not quite sure what the actual like mix might be, but most towns here are predominantly human. Zaishuri, being from Crowhaven and kind of knowing, more of the history of the area, most towns are definitely predominantly human, but especially the port towns which are considered like the bastions of the human like race, like these are where they made their biggest like settlements. They are historically very, very human and historically for reasons. Like to stay that way.
They racist a little bit.
We have seen some of that. So.
Okay, I would just like to clarify my hood is on.
Yeah.
Did I notice anything? I'm gonna keep a lookout for like the order hall symbols too.
Sure. You can make a perception check, and then whoever is leading the charge to make it to the livery, make a investigation check.
Bang.
Leading the charge to what?
To get to the livery, where the horses are being sold.
Oh, like kind of spotting it out and stuff.
Yeah. Your ability to find it in town, talk to people, whatnot, follow directions.
Cool.
All right. So Vinteth, the first thing you do notice once you get through the gates, most of you would have realized this in your close proximity. The guards are all of the chosen. They are all, at least to some degree, part of the military might of Vertrag.
Chosen everywhere. Good. We're gonna have a nice little chat before we leave.
But as you make your way through the streets,
Okay.
Suji, you're able to, using the vague directions that the guard at the front gave you, and then kind of talking to a few people on the streets and getting a little bit more pointed in the right direction, you're able to, over the next 10 minutes or so, like traverse and make it to this livery. What would you like to do?
If there's somewhere to like walk into.
Yeah,
I'd want to like walk inside.
Yep, there's a small storefront for the establishment.
I walk in, look for like a store clerk.
You walk in.
Running the place.
You walk in, as the door opens, you didn't see it from the outside, but there's a little bell and it hits the door frame, hits it, brings out.
Mhm.
You wait a minute. Eventually probably late teens, maybe early 20s, human teen, male approaches.
Humanoid human.
Humanoid human. All right, I used to saying humanoid until you get to them, and like, what am I saying? You're here. You can see him. It's a human. Yes, human. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Hi. We were visiting town and we were possibly going to be traversing across the water. And we were wondering if we could leave our horses here for a while. Maybe leave a deposit for multiple days.
I mean, yeah, we can store horses. How long are you looking for?
And I'm in by myself, right?
Anybody go inside with Suji?
Nope.
See,
Let him
I'll come with
fuck it up by himself.
I'm going in with Suji.
How long do you think we'd be, guys? Possibly like, yeah.
I mean, we can be gone for a while. Maybe we should just. Maybe we should just sell the horses and purchase them if and when we come back.
Or we can take the airship with us.
They don't fly out here, right?
Well, I just meant come back where we need to come back to. Instead of traveling the way we just did.
Why don't we bring the horses?
I asked the shop clerk, with feed and everything and taking care, how much do you usually charge for a night? We have 3 horses currently. Or did we steal the 4th horse?
You did not. You were unable.
Yeah, we were unable to tame it. So we have 3 big horses. Might need a little extra feed compared to a normal horse.
3 horses. You said for a night?
Yeah.
3 horses for a night. For stable, and if you want feed, let's call it 5 silver.
5 silver. And what? It's 100 silvers worth of gold, or what?
10.
10.
10. Okay.
We're a month.
How about this? As I go into my pocket, here's the gold, and we should be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully, if we do not come back within, say, 1 month, you are more than welcome to keep and sell the horses. And if we come back, early or whatever, you could keep the change, or if there's a little fees afterwards, we'll all take care of it. But we're more than willing to help out. Is that a fair enough deal?
You said you took out a gold.
Yeah.
1 gold.
Well, he said 5 silver, so that's still like 20 days, and I'm asking for 14 days.
No.
Still,
5 silver for a night.
5 silver for 1 night. That's
10,
why.
10 silver in a gold.
Oh, 10 silver and a gold. Oh,
That's what we do for 1 gold.
No.
There was definitely a conversion problem.
I went back to my 100 silver gold. So, hey. Okay.
To be fair, it's totally the rich kid in Suji who has no idea.
It's a horse stable. How much could it possibly cost? 1 gold.
Yeah.
5 silver, here's 1 gold.
10 gold, Michael.
all right. Seven's just gonna pull out a platinum. Is like, would this cover it for about 2 weeks?
Oh my god.
Gosh.
7.
We
Okay.
bitch.
Oh,
This.
right. Okay, so it sounds like what your guys are looking for is a longer stay. We can do that. You said three horses
Yes.
and feed, obviously. It sounds like there's a chance you might not be back.
Yeah.
You never know what might happen along the way of the journey.
Okay. So what we usually do then is for, let's call it It's up to you how long you want to hold the horses for. It could be 2 weeks, it could be a week, it could be a month. Obviously, the price will vary based on how long you want us to hold them. And then if it's anything after 3 days of whenever you've booked that period, if we haven't heard from you, if you're not come back to claim them, that's when we will officially take ownership of them and be able to sell them or rent them out as we see needed. So it's just a matter of how long you want to leave them here. The other option is if depending on how you want to structure it, we can also, for a lesser fee on your end, if you allow us while they're here to rent them out to other people. Obviously, there's another that would be less money from you, and we would rent them out as people need them over the course of the stay here. But of course, if anything happens, it will be written to the contract that you will be paid in full for the price of the horse or replacement of another new horse of equal or better quality.
Of income. Let's do it.
You want to rent out the horses?
Who cares? Rent them, sell them. I honestly don't care. Let's just get on with it and be on our way.
Seven's
But yes,
still
I
trying to,
will rent them.
But they've been on so many adventures with us.
Seven's still trying to forcibly hand the guy a platinum piece.
Just, do what you want. Do what you want, CG.
Okay. I guess it can come out. I was more so considering that it might take a while for us to get the horses back if we get back into town. But if you want it, sure, that's fine. Okay, you can rent out the horses and do all that. How long would you say for?
So for a month, with the ability for us to rent them out as needed, that would come out to, let's see, carry the 5 and it's 2 gold. It's 20 gold. That would be 8 gold.
Okay. I can go into my pockets. I pull out 8 gold, and I hand it to. Thank you very much.
All right. And can I have a name for the contract?
Sounds Suji.
Suji. Okay. Very good. Very good. You see, he takes the money and starts writing out a quick, contract. There we go. Just make sure all that is in order, and you piece of parchment, essentially detailing that exact thing. That the horses will be stabled and fed for a month. They have the right. The establishment has the right to rent the horses out as needed. In the event a horse is injured, died, or not returned, you are entitled to 250 gold per horse, or the replacement of a animal to the quality of what you are bringing in. And then within 3 days of the ending of this contract, if you have not come back to reclaim the horses and paid the extra, overage fee of holding for the extra 3 days, then the horses are forfeited to the stable.
How many days?
3 days past the 1 month. So you have essentially 43 days to come back and claim the horses. You do incur a fee of 1 gold per day past the initial.
I'm going to walk out. Suji, I cannot handle one more fucking second of this goddamn horse contract. I hate you. I'm leaving. And I will leave.
So as long as everything is in order, go ahead and initial here and sign here, and then I can go ahead and print you a copy, and we'll be good.
Suji strokes his chin for a while.
Oh my god.
Suji's not the brightest bulb, but he is thinking he's overthinking it. He's just having what if we come back later? I don't know how long this is gonna be. I mean, and then he just kind of gives up and just signs.
All right, very good. And you'll see he signs it, and then he kind of takes out another copy of it and hands it to you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I'll come outside and I will inspect the horses and do my check to see the quality and make of them while they're here, and go ahead and get you settled.
Thank you so much. By the way, do you know of like any local inns in town, places to stay?
Inns in town? Well, I mean, it depends on, are you looking for something nice or something just serviceable?
I think we're fine with just serviceable for the night. As long as, like you would say this is a fairly like tame town for the most part. You got some guards, but nothing too much happens. Or how would you describe this town? We're probably just gonna try taking the ship by maybe by tomorrow.
It's your typical port town. There's plenty of coming and going and trade and a lot of
outsiders, so you never know, right?
Yeah, it can be. Some are better than others. I can certainly say that. But for the most part, it's pretty quiet. The chosen keep things pretty shipshape around here. But yeah, as far as establishments, if you're just not looking to spend a lot of money in some place that you can get a good drink and a nice meal, the ship's wreck is kind of the lighter of the establishment. If you're looking to spend a little bit more coin, a little bit more luxury, it's closer to the water. You can check out Workin's Bounty. It's a little bit of a nicer place.
Thank you so much. I think we're gonna go and explore a bit.
Oh, radio, and he'll follow you outside. He takes a look at the horses. All right, you see he starts. He has a piece of parchment. He's kind of jotting down notes, noting the spear wounds that have healed on the horses. All right. Yep. Very good. So, yep, we are all set. You have your contract. I've been paid. Yeah, if you, like I said, within the next month, whenever you come back, they'll be here, and we'll settle up then.
Extend my hand for a handshake and say thank you very much.
No, thank you.
And so the names was Sunken Ship and what?
The Ship's Wreck and Workin's Bounty are the name of the two inns in town that he knows of, at least.
Ship's Wreck and Workins? Found it.
Warka.
And that's the nice one.
Yeah.
Yep. K-E-M.
All right, Seven. Let's head back to whatever meltdown Ravi was having.
Yeah. Sun's gonna now slowly put away his platinum piece and just walk out. Just look at the guy weird.
I walk out to the cart and I go to everyone and say, "Hey guys, I made a contract today."
Oh,
Yeah.
Contract?
Yeah, we're keeping the horses here for about a month. We should be back by then, I would hope. And then we get the horses back. It's a pretty good deal too, only 8 gold.
Okay.
I'm going to specifically not come back for those horses.
Also, these horses worth 250 gold each. That's like a pretty good deal. You should have just
only if they die in captivity.
I mean,
So the horses have life insurance.
They do.
Suji,
What's life insurance?
knows all his types of nature and everything, and just says, "Wow."
And we
That
have
could
to
be
come back
arranged.
here in a month?
Why? How long do you think this will take, Saishur?
No, my worry is more so we don't know if we'll actually come back here.
Yes,
Who
why?
knows?
That's the point, guys.
Well, Ravi left, so he thought it was all good. So I guess he could be the one to blame. But I think we'll be fine.
I am the one to blame for humoring you in the first place. I truly apologize, Suji.
Also,
Was there
Robbie
a
made it
clause?
that, well, Robbie made it that like a bunch of people could, go around and ride our horses and fun with them. So yeah. Whatever, let's continue our journey. You guys are making me nervous. Where to next?
Well, an inn. It's late. I assume we're going to find a ship in the morning. Or maybe there.
Did we find out where we're going to stay? Anybody?
Oh, I got two recommendations. What's it called? Didn't quite like find out where their location was. I figured we'd be exploring, so we'll find out from there. There was a nicer one and a cheaper one. I figured we would just stay at the cheaper one since we're just probably in for the night or so.
Sure. You find out where it is, or just the name of it?
No, just the name. There's two places. It was called the Ship's Wreck, which sounded most interesting to me.
I'm gonna cut
Or
him
if you
off and
guys
walk away
want
and just
someone-
look the flag down a guard.
I'm just gonna keep talking. Or the Workins Bounty. That one's supposed to be a nicer area that costs a bit more coin.
It's going to start wandering a bit.
Exploring we go.
All right, who's leading the charge to find direction to one or either? Just let me know. One of you can make the check. It's going to be investigation with advantage because I'm assuming multiple of you are talking and directing.
Sure, why not? I'll go for it. You said investigation with advantage?
Yep.
I want to look for a weapon shop.
17.
17. Cool. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's still early in the evening. You see there's a lot of people either coming off of work or leaving the docks. It's not hard to flag a couple people down, start asking. Are you asking for one in particular, or asking just for both, or general directions?
Either or. Whichever one they might know.
Okay. Yeah. So with a 17, talking to a couple people and kind of moving your way through town. You're directed. Workin's Bounty is on the water. It's closer to the actual coastline, so it's by the docks. It's got a nice view. It's a little bit more expensive. Ship's Wreck is on the other side of town, toward closer to like the wall side of the districts. Both, as far as a walk, getting from where you are now to the Workin's Bounty, probably about half hour, 45 minutes. Getting all the way to the Ship's Wreck will probably cost you about an hour, a little over.
Okay, so once I get the info, I'll turn to the group. The nicer one's closer. Let's just go to the. Actually, no. We're trying to find a ship. It might be better if we go to the not so nice establishment.
All right. Let's find it.
And show people inside. I'm assuming. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, but I have any insight on like just the general nature of this town. I would assume that the sorts of people who are in these ships, like it would be more like normal people than it would be rich people in this town.
Yeah, it's a decent assumption from what you've seen. More of your sailing types probably aren't staying at the richer, nicer coastal establishment.
Yeah, so the Ship's Wreck is an hour. Let's go and see what we see along the way. Maybe I turn to 7. Maybe we'll see one of those weapon shops. We can go back tomorrow if they're not open.
That sounds good. I like it. I want to see if they got anything cool here. Interesting.
Well, now that we know the general locations of these places, shouldn't we try to, find a boat?
It might be getting a little too late for that at this point.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
wait,
start
DM is
walking in a
gone.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanish. He quit. He's done with us.
Because we were an hour away, and then we got there, and so it means like it's 7. Who knows how long the whole horse thing took? So it might be like 8 now, right?
Did you think I was just bumbling idiot to him for an hour straight?
Yes.
I think traveling time too.
Oh, we had horses before. We're on
That's
foot.
true.
It's an hour on foot.
Hey.
Sorry, had to help Petey with his medicine.
Oh,
Basically, I was talking about like possibly trying to find out more about the boat, and we were discussing like, oh, how is it now after the conversations. I assume it only took like 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Yeah, so just general banter.
All right. What
Yeah.
direction was the ship's wreck?
Ship's wreck, you would head straight through the center of town towards like just literally the opposite side.
I'm walking.
Yeah. I will follow. That's what I was saying. I wanted to just go see what we see along the way.
Say Vinteth, make a perception check, and if anyone else is looking for something, keep an eye out for anything specific, and let me know and make your check.
Magic shop.
Look for a weapon shop. Not dirty.
You said
20.
investigation?
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Weapon shop for 7 with a dirty 20.
Just while we're walking around, I'm basically just looking for anyone who looks like a man of the sea or woman of the sea.
Man of the sea.
A manatee.
You know, Suji, there's not a single sailor in this entire town. All right. And Revi, what are you keeping an eye out for? Just shops in general or something specific?
Magic shop. I mean, we are in a bigger city now, so definitely interested in that.
All right. Cool. So cutting through the center of town, making your way straight over to the ship's wreck. 7, you do see, as you guys get to more like this center district, it seems to be more of the shopping center and where most of these stores are located. You see obviously a lot of fishmongers, different wares from imported from different different countries, different continents, and different cultures. Most of which seem to be either winding down for the evening or already closed. You do 7 know and spot. Hard to tell if it's just a weaponry or an armory or an actual forge itself, but you do see one. It is closed. It is a little, or at least the doors seem to be shut.
All right.
But you do clock one in the center of town.
All right. I'm gonna make a note of mental note of where it is to come back tomorrow.
Revi, keeping an eye out. Nothing jump out at you as a magic or apothecary or anything that you would notice and recognize as that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they're not here, but just nothing.
Just not on the path.
Yeah. Vintef. Keeping an eye out, just in your general, you do notice the first thing that you clock is comparatively to Ashfeller and definitely Moorend and the increased presence of the order here. Not necessarily always that they're on guard or patrolling, but just the sheer number of, guards or people carrying, wearing like the uniform and have the symbol of Crowan on them. It's definitely a lot higher here. And about maybe 40 minutes from in your travel, as you're starting to make your way to the other side of town, you do cross a very large single-story building, very similar make, has its own cultural flair for being in the port town, but a giant sign on its front that says the Orders Hall.
Go in there. Make it a pit stop. I'm not even gonna relay where I'm going to the group. I'm just gonna like turn, point, and then just start walking.
Oh, okay.
Should someone go with him?
And he seems rather determined.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably
He's been acting really weird lately, so
he's
or maybe he's just acting
always
normal. But yeah,
I mean, he did just find out that his hometown is, a ghost,
Yeah,
and
it's probably always been like that. Come
and
on.
he definitely had a hand in that.
but I thought he didn't want to waste any more time.
Well, that's the hypocrisy in all of us.
Hmm.
Don't you worry, Seven.
All right.
So, someday you will have hypocrisy all your own, I'm sure.
What's hypocrisy?
It's when you do something that goes against something else you've said. Like if I told you, "Hey, don't kill those people," and then I went and I killed those people.
Well, that doesn't seem like hypocrisy. It just seems like you want to kill them instead of me.
Amazing.
Yeah, that just makes sense. If that's your target, though, I'll leave it alone if that's what you want to kill.
Well, close enough, Sam. But no, that's not it. It's fine.
Okay.
Look, we're going to go to the weapon shop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay, I hope.
Maybe we can find something else to throw at enemies. It'd be fun.
How far away? So we saw him go into the Orders Hall. How far away are we approximately from the inn?
Another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I don't even look to see if they're following me. I'm just like beeline to the front door.
I'm going to send in Tinkers.
nice.
Yes, I got a job for you. You've been quiet to me too.
Yeah, what am I doing, boss? What do we do? What's
Go in there. We're going to try to make sure you're undetected and see what he's doing.
all right?
I will turn to the group and I'll just say, you all, can go ahead if you'd like or hang out. I'm just going to be here for a moment, and I'm going to use the ability to see through Tinker's eyes.
Cool. What are the rest of you doing? You all now watch Vinteth make a beeline for a building. It says the Orders Hall on it. Revy is zoning out.
Vintef usually likes to go on his solo trips. So I'm going to assume that he's going on another solo trip and I will venture on. I'm going to ask Ravi if he's okay. Since I just see him like dazed out staring into like the sky.
Since Tinkers is still there, I can hear it. So
Yeah.
oh yes, I'm fine. Just going to take a peek inside. I'll catch up. Don't you worry.
Fine, I see. Oh, you can make sure he's okay.
Yes, of course. That's exactly what I'm doing. You never know what might happen when you go to lake.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking. I'll see you later, Robbie. Stay safe.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of town we're in.
Too true. You
Keep
too,
yourself safe.
Zaishori.
7 just remembered he also wants a pet, so he's gonna keep an eye out for them.
Pyra is with us. I just want to confirm.
You have a pet, and her
Yes.
name is Pyra.
So more.
Yes, you did not leave Pyro on the cart.
She is not.
Pyro.
We come back, she burned down the stable, and like the
All
whole
right.
town's just raised.
So, all right, this is a little metagame. So they want to know who owned me, but not Pyra on the cart. There's an elemental fire dog.
She's little.
There's a fire on the cart. They didn't ask a single question except robot.
Yeah, the 7 foot tall robot. Imagine that.
Oh, dang. I'm gonna pet Pyra.
7 learns about shock and awe.
Also, keep an eye now, everybody. So now this is going to be the exact opposite of what happened with Pyra, everyone. I now assume Pyra is with you, unless you tell me
Okay.
otherwise.
Gotcha.
Keep that in mind.
I guess she's been like the most neglected part of this entire campaign since we got her. Just like we're all excited for her once we got her, and then she's just been forgotten.
She's getting pet. She needs a friend too. She's forgotten.
Javelin throwing
I'll pet the
campaign.
pet dog.
It depends what the DM says.
Then you don't have to roll to pet the dog anymore.
I want the dog to sit on my shoulder.
You put the dog on your shoulder?
Yes,
Okay.
I put her on my shoulder. Walk
Yeah,
around
she's slightly confused, but strangely okay with it.
because I'm so inconspicuous now.
All right. So Saishori is moving on to the inn.
Yeah.
So who's following Saishori? Anyone following Binteth? And is everybody staying with
What?
Or are you looking off and doing your own thing?
I'm kind of following Zaishori, but like kind of glancing around the town and stuff.
No.
Kind of thinking to myself.
Well, the weapon shop closer just follows it, Shuri.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I'm just following her and still kind of sensing if I feel anything weird with the ley lines.
Make a wisdom check or arcana, your choice.
So the wisdom check.
Yeah, wisdom check or an arcana check, your choice, whichever is higher. 17. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. And Vinteth just want to confirm one thing. Where's Zoth?
Oh, he's with me.
Cool.
Following along. I was gonna tell him to stay outside the front door when I go in.
Cool.
Do his cat thing.
You two are going there. Are you stealthing with Tinkers? You don't want Vinteth to know that he's there, or do you want nobody to know he's there?
I see what you're saying. No, oh, that's a good question, isn't it? I guess just Venta.
So you want just Vinteth to know he's there?
No, to not know he's there.
Okay. So make a stealth check for Tinkers. Cool. Sorry, just checking. Cool. All right, Vinteth, making your way to the front door. With Sloth, Tinkers is following behind stealthily. Three of you keep going towards the inn. Valir, as you walk, and you do feel a presence of Leatic energy in this area. It's not necessarily strong. It's not weak. It's just kind of that ever-present feeling you get from like normal areas. But there is as you get closer towards where the coast would be, there's a pull in that direction.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Meanwhile, Vintef,
Meanwhile,
you approach the front door of the Orders Hall.
are there any guards outside or anything?
There are several guards outside.
I'm just gonna walk and like approach like I've been there before and open the door. Like, nothing new.
They watch you walk in. They don't stop you.
Oh, nice. What's inside?
Opening the front door to the Orders Hall, you see not dissimilar to the one in Morand. These buildings seem to be very basic, very cookie cutter, more built for function than style or anything.
Costco layout, got it.
Yeah, basically. Opening this front door, there is a entry foyer that has a desk that is currently armed by a chosen guard. That usually, as you would know from Morand, is essentially the bookkeeper. Simply, you can bring up your complaints, ask questions about things going on in town. Your typical customer service person.
Gotcha. I'm gonna approach him right away.
Good evening.
Good evening. Question for you.
That's why we're here.
Is a commanding officer available to speak to?
I mean, I can see who is available. What can I say is the purpose?
Visitor from Morand.
Morand.
He used to work pretty closely with the order hall there, and I just had a few questions.
All right. Well, yeah. Let me see who's available. So he gets out from his desk and kind of moves to that back office area behind him. So you wait for a second. You clock Tinker's making his way inside, just out of the corner of your eye.
God damn it.
15. What do you want?
I know. Oh, man.
I'll stare directly at him because I figure Robbie's peeking through and just be like, shake my head.
Tinker's bail now.
You could have come with me, idiot.
Oh. Well, I guess then I will just go inside.
So you come out of your...
Yes.
As you come out of your your trance as you were taking over Tinker's body, you notice that it is not your party around you, but three like kids that are kind of just like staring at the elf that is trancing in the middle of the road that wasn't moving. As you kind of like stare too.
Oh, hello, children.
See, I told you he wasn't dead.
That's right. I wasn't. Stay in school. I'm just going to try to like slide past and be on my way.
Elves are weird.
Probably giving us a bad name already.
Revi, you catch up. Not even a minute gets you to the front door. You walk inside, past a couple guards. You see Vinteth and Zoth and Tinkers kind of just wait in this open foyer.
There's a little sign-in book, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Ravi over and I'm gonna sign my name as August. And look at him, not say a word, and just go back to waiting. I don't want them to know who I am.
Wait 2 or 3 minutes. Eventually, this guard comes out. So there's no captain here at the moment. We can get him here in an hour or two.
Oh no, it's no trouble. It's not an emergency.
Oh, he will be here in the morning if you want to stop back in.
Okay, I'll come back. Thank you.
Yep.
Turn and walk away.
You walk next to him and just say, what do you want with one of the commanding officers?
Entire noble family being murdered and hidden inside the outer hall and sealed away is going to be way above a clerk's pay grade.
What if that's something no one's supposed to know about? Do you
Well,
feel
I wasn't going to let them
comfortable
know I know, but I was going to prod a little.
Oh,
Mainly about why they left. I was just going to say, we passed through in the morning. Took us about an hour to get through town. There's barely anybody there. I noticed the order hall's gone.
it's a glad.
It's worth a shot. Might as well ask some questions while we're here. Instead of fucking wasting my time sitting in an inn, reading a book. I need answers.
We can take the time to do it tomorrow. You still shouldn't do it alone. Who's to say how they're going to react depending on the sort of questions about that place? You don't know who's involved in this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm just a simple traveler.
Well, for now, let's just go to the inn. Who knows? Maybe we'll find someone there who can help us with the boat, and if not, just another thing for tomorrow.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? It's getting late.
Yeah.
Unless you'd rather find a brothel.
No, thank you. I'm not trying to get some sort of disease before I head out on the water. It's not going to be good for anyone.
Well, the only one for me is the mother, so. Keep going. Zoth.
Officially has mommy issues.
This is we were explicitly. Are you sexually attracted to the mother?
No?
Okay, that was just a strange transition there. As I just kind of stroke the chin and look at you suspiciously.
Boss, it totally sounded like it. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah.
Very, very much the direct transition from brothels to the mother.
Entirely spiritual. I was just asking for your sake.
Okay.
I figured you'd get flustered. You handled that better than I thought.
Much obliged, Victor.
Meanwhile, 4 of you are traveling towards the inn.
The distance. You hear a car.
So yeah, with that, all the time that probably took, you guys have like only a 5 or 6 minute head start on Vinteth and Ravi. So,
Oh Lord, we coming.
but you would make it to the inn first.
We're walking. I just kind of go, I'm like, we're always out adventuring and fighting and doing all this different stuff. Have you guys ever thought that we should just take a day off and just relax and maybe like find something to do in town? Party, perhaps?
No.
Okay, 7. Zashir, Valir, like, what do you two think?
If it's as fancy as the Broker's Party, I'm all for it. I don't know these people around here. I don't know what they consider classy or fancy. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about that right now.
I kind of have pressing matters to attend to, but I pray for the day that we get to just relax and engage in recreationals.
It's a recreationals.
Fun things, 7, like swimming, any miscellaneous activity that you don't really have. Your only purpose is to have fun or relax, just pure enjoyment.
But I sink.
You can throw javelins.
In town?
Not in town.
Why?
One day, just not in town, but one day we'll throw javelins just for fun.
What about axes?
You can't throw
Look at
axes
competition.
either.
Why? What if it's not at people?
It's usually looked down upon. Perhaps we could get to a non-bladed weapon, and it might be more socially acceptable.
You don't know that.
The chosen won't take too kindly to us.
As I pull out like one of my bent metal rods, like this.
I guess, but I
Seven.
don't think people will feel as threatened.
Because 7's now slowly cocking back his arm like he's getting ready to throw it.
7, no.
He said not bladed weapons.
I'm just gonna give Suji like a deadpan, just like dead stare.
Like, why? He's kind of on my page where he wants to go out and have some fun. If throwing things in the air is enjoyable to
Yes,
him,
recreations.
go for it.
So when I jumped off the cart to a horse, that's recreations, right?
If you think it is.
Yeah, that was fun.
Suji comes up with an idea,
Eating bull.
and he produces good berries, and he hands 3 of the tiny berries to 7, and then he's like, 7, there's this one thing that I've seen some people do before where they try to throw multiple balls in the air and catch them over and over again.
That doesn't sound fun.
Oh, it's plenty fun. Here, I'll show you. Can I do an acrobatics check for trying to juggle?
You can do a performance check.
Performance. Okay, that's way better than a -1. But yeah.
7 takes interest. Okay, that's. Can I try Suji?
I want to hear a DM description first of how I juggled.
So, Suji, how are you? Are you going full on performer juggling, or are you?
Like kind of. I've never really done this before, but I seem decent at it.
Yeah, so it's a hidden natural talent. You start slow, just kind of showing 7 like, hey, you can do it like this, and you throw 2 up, and then catch them and throw 1 up, and then you start to get into it. You're like, wait a minute, I can do this, and pretty cool to watch. More impressively, he's crushing the berries.
Yeah.
I start clapping on the sidelines.
Now I want to try that.
See, I told you it was fun. Go for it, 7.
All right.
Make a performance check. 7, you throw all 3 berries in the air. And as they come down, you clap them. Now have
Suji, this is not fun. I'm just. I just show my hands.
That was the worst time to take a drink.
it's just
It's okay, 7. You know, not everyone gets on their first try. You know, I've done it many times before, and I did that too with my first. Here's 3 more. Try. You can try again if you'd like.
All right, 7's already disheartened, so let's see how this next one goes.
Go 7.
Hey.
it's the highest 7 can get.
Yeah.
All right. 7, you throw them up, and you start to get the hang of it. It's definitely still clunky for you. These are very tiny berries, and you have very big banana fingers.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it is a chore to try to do it and not crush the berries. But eventually you start to kind of get the hang of it, and it's like, yeah, I can throw berries in the air and catch them. Up to you if you find that fun.
Yeah. Like, you know, this is too difficult. The berries are too small, Suji.
I'm just really enthused on the sidelines, just like, wow, amazing. Everyone is so good at this. Maybe I should try too. You know, my goddess is the goddess of the arts also.
You're always watching Pyra.
Yeah. She's on my shoulder still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just snap.
Suji can have some good berries.
I'm just imagining on the fucking bad one. It's like tries to throw up the berries and fire goes flying into the distance. But sure as I should go for it, and I had three more berries. So I have 1 berry.
Am I also rolling performance?
Yes.
Nice.
Goddess of the arts, I tell you. She has blessed me once again.
No longer adventurers. We're a circus act.
They're both just
Now you
really good
got
at it.
Revy and Vinteth catch up. Hey guys, we all juggle berries now. That's all we do.
Just keep right on walking past.
Does anyone throw some gold our way? Some silvers, some coppers?
True.
You all watch as Ajori takes the 3 good berries, and you know, like Suji, she starts off pretty consistent. You know, the 2 up, they'll catch, throw 1, catch. And she starts kind of mimicking when Suji was getting into a rhythm, and Suji like, wow, that's impressive. And then she starts like adding in like delayed pauses, and she's like catching 2 in 1. She's like at first level of really good juggling, and Suji, you're like, huh?
Getting a little disheartened.
Like, wow,
You
like,
did
you're
what
really
my
good at this.
Thanks, Suji. I guess we all have hidden talents. Same one.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Yeah, maybe this will be a group activity from now on. Valir, did you want to try?
Sure, why not?
Well,
The recreationals are happening.
Fun fact.
Only the one that,
Suji has spoken recreation into existence. Okay, so Valir, you get the good berries, and you start going, and lucky for you, being gentle and hand-eye coordination is kind of everything you're good at.
Sure
So
is.
you start picking this up pretty quickly, especially after watching a couple people do it. It's about this time with you guys having to pause, as I'm assuming you're not walking and juggling, because that's an entire different check. Vinteth and Ravi, you guys have caught up and see Valera is now juggling berries.
Well,
Wait.
I'm glad. Oh, well, look at that. You are quite talented, aren't you, Valia? Always full of surprises.
What can I say? I am a elf, and nothing is impossible with me. So I kind of say it like really monotone because I'm like, why am I even doing this right now?
Wait, are we all juggling at the same time? Did any of us stop yet?
Does he have enough
Well,
no.
good berries for that?
I'm not juggling currently.
Yeah, we are down at least 3 good berries as 7 has squashed them.
Yeah, and there's only 7, so technically one of you like gave at least 2 of your berries to Valir.
Yeah.
Depends who he took them from. Or I could have just made 10 more. That's why I kind of said I handed him 1, and then it's just like, yep, he's just juggling them all.
Yeah, Rav, we're doing recreations.
Oh, ooh, 7 learned a new word.
Yeah, it's this thing with the berries. First time I smashed them, and Suji said, "Don't throw blade at weapons in town."
Good lesson.
Yeah,
Well, so you said the first time you smashed them, did you also
huh?
juggle them?
I did, but they're very small, so it's kind of difficult. It just shows hands up.
Spheres of like good berry jelly.
Yeah,
We'll get you something proper to juggle next time, 7. No.
yeah. Maybe if my claws were up, it'd be easier. I could catch them with the tips of my fingers without fully smashing them. Instead of
Future
just
fight
flexing his
scene.
fingers. It's like, I wonder what else the claws can do.
Devin's gonna put every single stat for the next 10 levels in the charisma and just start fucking bouncing balls off his tail, off his head, into his jaw.
No, I have an idea. I want to take a feat. Look,
About this
I will get magic.
As you approach what you can only honestly, it is very easy where to see this inn got its name. In the center of this town, which has been pretty well constructed, as most of the larger cities of Vertrag are. Just kind of here in the center of this town made of stone and wood is literally half of a ship.
Huh. What about that, guys?
You can see the upper part of it is kind of just in the middle of this alley, and there is a very rough carved in door. It has a nice door on the hinges, but it looks like they literally just had to like chop out a part of this boat to make a doorway. A nice sign that says the ship's wreck.
Oh, paradise.
Yes.
How far away from the water?
From here, your best estimate, 15, 20 minutes.
Why is there a boat all the way over here?
Building, right?
What was that?
It's the building?
Yep.
The half a boat. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's the ship's wreck.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it was designed to look like a ship. It looks like it's literally half of a ship.
Maybe it is.
Maybe the name's literal?
That's why I'm bringing it up.
All right.
Whatever. Going.
As you approach, you can hear from inside the loud music starting to play. opening to the inside. It seems like a pretty It's a very stereotypical bar. There is one long bar along the left side. That currently, from what you can see, there are 3 bartenders that are constantly either pouring drinks or taking orders. This time of night, there's a decent crowd, especially compared to somewhere like the Hour's Glass that was not always terribly busy. But this place is pretty popping for, this evening. It's 50, 60 patrons and more piling in as you guys come in and more coming behind you. There's 30 or 40 tables, people loud, boisterous, having drinks, eating food. There's a small band in the corner that's currently just playing some very high energy, bar music.
We dancing.
Oh, look at that. See, I knew this town couldn't be completely boring. Was anyone... Oh, because that's right, I wasn't in the group with that. Was anyone thinking, maybe we should just, all the fighting and the killing, maybe we should just take a day off tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd be completely down for that.
Go around town, see the sights. What do you think?
So far, I have no complaints about this town.
Zintos just glares at the group.
Zeisser is in quiet contemplation.
No, is Vinted glares. Okay, Vinted, what are you glaring at? You have business to attend to tomorrow. Let's take the day.
That's a 10-minute curiosity, whereas we have bigger problems. You guys not remember how close they were to summoning whatever the fuck they were summoning and how close we were to missing our chance to stopping it.
So are you saying that if we don't hurry, that Saishori's mother's gonna die?
We're all gonna die, probably.
Kind of just look up, panicked, okay.
No. He doesn't know what he's saying.
No.
Well, yes, but that was a strange way of putting it.
We have time until we charter the ship. Whatever time the ship leaves, that's our deadline. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care, but we have bigger problems. The more time we waste, the more likely it is we're all gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm with Vintef on this one. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know where it's Zepharel, right, DM? Zepharel.
Yep.
Where Zepharel is.
Yes,
All right.
you're right. Let's just get to it tomorrow then.
It doesn't mean we still don't have tonight. I'm gonna walk over to the bar and put down enough for it could be 2 drinks for each of us. Actually, 2 drinks for each of us, and then something really super strong for 7. Maybe 7 drinks for 7.
Shots for 7.
Love it.
All right.
Yep. So you flag down one of the bartenders. Yep, easy enough. They get you for that many drinks. Yeah, at that point they could either pour you that many drinks or just sell you a bottle at that point, plus bugs. It probably cost you 2 gold.
Okay. I will take 2 bottles.
All right, plop down 4 gold.
And I plop down 6 gold. Just to give a little tip.
Bartender scoops up the money, thank kindly, hands you 6 glasses and 2 bottles of something.
I'm gonna pick up 1 bottle and just 7. This is for you. This is your drink for
Oh.
tonight.
Thank you. Southern
And-
really drinks all of it.
I'm just gonna put up the bottle and kind of hold the mugs up and be like, "We have tonight, guys."
Yes, we do. Two. We've dealt with a lot of crazy shit in a very short time, haven't we?
We have.
But we've kicked all of its ass so far. So maybe cheers to that.
All right,
Go
I'll
us.
concede. I'll concede the night. Give me a glass.
DM, a quick question.
Sure.
So there was a D&D gambling game before. Is there any D&D drinking games in game?
I mean, there can be. Are you asking if I have any specifically planned? No, I don't.
How about a drinking game, guys? You know, the music's nice. Let's get a little. What do they say in this town? Who knows? But let's get drunk.
I'm down for that.
I'd prefer to be relatively clear-headed in unfamiliar territory. Let's secure our rooms before we really get into it, maybe.
That is a wonderful idea.
Yes. The rooms.
I throw
And-
down 2 gold onto the table.
I'm gonna nod to Robbie, treasurer guy.
I have gold on me.
We all have gold on us, Fuji.
A
He has
ton. We're all
the party
rich.
gold.
I have party gold. Yes, I'll go get the rooms. How? One. Well, I guess we'll see how many they do. Otherwise, roommates. I will go to, I guess, wherever I feel is the person who's going to do this in this place.
Okay. So yeah, you go up to one of the bartenders. That's usually who handles any room and purchasing. See, not as burly as Gus, but a pretty big burly, like, you know, sailor type, ex-sailor type human.
Right.
What are you looking for? You see, he's kind of like he's yelling at you, but he's still pouring drinks for like 4 other people. Like he's acknowledged that you've walked up to him, but he's still doing the rest of his job.
Hey, we need 6 beds, however many rooms that would be.
I mean, I got a couple rooms available. If you're fine with 2 to a room, I can get you 3.
Yes, that's fine. We'll take it. How much is that going to be for the night?
Just for the night, call it 7 silver.
Sure, and I'll just pull out 1 gold and give it to him. Rest is yours. Thank you so much.
He kindly kind of hands you, like, takes the gold, puts it like in a till, and then grabs like a couple keys off the back wall. Here you go. Rooms are around the corner up. Yep. Numbers are on them. You'll find it.
Go back to the group and just hand out, keys. It's 2 to a room, so we're doubling up.
Who wants to be my roommate?
I'm just gonna take a drink.
See, now Vinteth gets it. Now's the time to get drunk. Maybe.
I like grab my drink and I just knock it back. Start ordering another one.
All right.
Take a sip for every bullywog we killed.
We're gonna drink the whole fucking bar at that rate.
What do you all think would have happened if they had summoned, if those fake Hawksbeards had summoned whatever the hell they were going to summon? Do you think we actually, as Robbie's getting like progressively drunker, like, do you think we actually saved the world? Maybe we're the best. The best heroes ever. It's just like the storybooks.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we did it. We saved the world.
Did anyone catch that?
As I'm like quickly like drinking another drink. Not knocking back, but like, you know, taking big googs.
We're heroes.
Oh, damn right. And I'll just like go clink my mug against hers. Yes, heroes. Oh, I can't wait to get back to Falthier and tell my dad. He's gonna love this.
You have a dad?
Oh, yes. Yeah, good guy. He's probably working in his workshop right now. Did I never mention him? Sure, I
No,
mentioned
since
him.
when did he have a dad, Robbie? I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even
he-
have a dad.
Where
I
did
have
you?
a mom.
Oh no.
Right. Where do you think he come from? Of course he doesn't die.
no. So I didn't mean anything by it. Sorry. It's just no. You love him. He's great. If we go there, he's gonna love you. He's the best.
Where are you from again? I only just recently found out where I was from.
Well, I'm from near Dataran in Falthier. We're going. I mean, we're not going to pass.
Heroes.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Heroes.
we're heroes.
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 Yeah. Seven is confused as to why everyone's yelling and acting weird.
Vinteth is still sipping his first drink, shaking his head like, why?
I look at my empty balls like,
Now
They
I'm
got a
starting
bad
to
bottle?
understand why you can be such a
Thank
prick. Because you already know you're a hero.
Valier. Valier. Is Valier drinking at all?
I'm sipping. I am not like chugging crazy like beer equivalent to beer alcohol. I'm getting myself like a nice little more classier drink that I'm just nursing.
One drink for every bullywog who cast a spell that I don't know. Oh, I need another drink. It's-
I'll be right back. I think someone got bit.
What?
Oh, I think Flint just bit Ezra.
Nice. Good times.
But yeah, let's go on. Seven's just wondering what's happening to everybody, just looking at his empty ball and like, they're strange. You poisoned?
Technically speaking, a little bit poison.
Wait,
Heroes.
did you just call me a hero, Rami? What?
I'm saying that maybe whatever the fake Quartzbeards were doing, I'm just saying, it's possible. We don't know for sure. What they would have summoned from wherever could have ended existence as we know it. So maybe we're heroes. Maybe the greatest heroes. And I will extend my mug.
Sure. Clink.
Yes!
I'll let you have this one.
Yes! Maybe we can be even greater.
Yeah, greater for the goblins.
I'm just gonna hide my face and look around like.
Yelled. Yeah, that one shocks me back to sobriety as I look around to see if someone who yelled for the goblins is about to get us killed in this bar.
Terrible.
As I've already assumed it by their demeanor, Valir and Vinteth, please make perception checks.
Oh
Oh, geez.
gosh.
Are we getting into a bar fight?
Dude,
Oh my God.
looking at me. Well,
It's fine.
This hero can save the good.
God damn it.
I mean, the two of you are more on guard than the rest of the group. The rest of the group is definitely unwinding, and you guys have, as is your nature, taken more of a, you're drinking and you're having fun, but you're in new environments and are clocking your environment. For the most part, you see, much like your group has now become general, just drunken messes of groups, people that are unwinding after a long day. You see definitely in this area a lot of sailors, a lot of fishermen, a lot of, just hardworking, salty people that are just, unwinding after, could be a long day or a long, fishing trip. This is definitely the spot for more the down to work or working class to unwind.
Can't imagine what the other place is like. This is all the working fishermen and stuff.
Valir, out of, as you, the hours couple start to go by, it starts to get later in the evening. A lot of people get drunk. There's one table, back corner. Can't see any of the faces. 3, 4 figures sitting. Cloaks tightly wrapped, hoods up. But not much escapes your sight. They had mugs when you first came in. They haven't been sipping. They haven't been refilled. They've just been sitting. Off in a corner.
I think those guys, and I try to be like as discreet as possible, describing and like kind of gesturing my head towards that direction. And I'm just, those guys over there seem pretty suspicious, pretty off. As you can see, this is pretty not rowdy, but everybody's having a good. But they've been here for a while, just sitting and empty glasses at the bar. In a hardworking town like this, no, there's something up with that. Not quite sure what, but we should definitely be on guard just in case.
The way I'm sitting, am I facing them?
Sorry, did a random check to see which way. I would say for this, because just make it easier as he's the one who clocked it, I would say Valir is kind of the one that has like a direct line of sight. They would be off to your left.
Where are they in relation to the bar?
As far back as they can get. They have like that back corner booth, like the bar is on the far right, left. It's on the far right in the back corner.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna bother turning around then. I'll look towards the bar and try to like flag a waitress. Somebody. Another bottle.
Alright, yeah. Back around. Clock, you guys have been spending pretty well, so you guys know when you spend well at a bar, you're recognized, and they came over, brings you another bottle of what you guys have been drinking. There you go.
I toss some 2 gold out of my pocket.
Thank you.
This is for 7. Nobody else is drinking anymore.
Inspect the ball. Like, it doesn't look potent. and just
And you barely
chug the
had
entire
anything,
thing.
Vinteth. You should still be drinking.
No. One of us
I
needs to be
still
prepared.
have my drink. I still have my drink.
I still have some of my drink.
I am still nursing that same drink.
I finished the second bottle. Like, what's wrong with when they get them? Why are they acting like this?
I go to Robbie. Hey, I want your drink.
You can't have my drink. You pry it from my two dead.
I reach for his drink.
No.
And I want it.
Keep sipping my original one. Well, let me know if they make any moves.
Oh, trust me, I will. Thankfully, I'm not drinking massive amounts of this cheap alcohol like everybody else is. But
What a snob.
We're not too good for you, Valir.
Nah.
Just because I enjoy the finer things doesn't mean I can't get down in the dirt every once in a while.
He gets down and dirty.
Right in the dirt.
He's one with nature. He's a druid.
But yes, Princess, I will be on guard. I hope nobody here makes any, how do I say, stupid decisions. I don't know. There's a lot of alcohol going around here.
Hey, Vinteth, what's wrong with them?
They're drunk.
What's that mean?
So, when humanoids, or any, I'm assuming, living animal, drinks alcohol, it makes you drunk. I don't think you have the processes within you in order to process food and or alcohol since you don't eat or drink. So, kind of impossible to explain to you. Kind of like being tired and dizzy and
I don't know those
relaxed?
feelings either.
Yeah, well,
Are they poisoned or cursed or?
technically, yes.
Huh. I should probably stop.
They shouldn't have begun in the first place, but
Huh. So there's no point in me drinking this thing then.
no, but if they drink more, they're probably going to not feel well in the morning, and we have work to do.
All right, so should I take their bottle?
It's already empty. Well, I bought a new bottle and gave it to you.
Yeah, but that's empty too.
Well,
That's fine. I'll drink so they don't have to.
Drink your drink.
Drink.
As like Suji's kind of like starting to pass out too.
Do I notice any reaction from them when Suju then start cheering heroes?
Nothing that you clock.
Uh-huh.
Heroes. I think it's going to be bedtime very soon.
so tempted to egg Suji on, but I don't want to get us into a fight.
Oh gosh.
Can we go to bed now? Are we done? What time is it? Anybody?
Heroes.
After several hours of drinking and probably having dinner, you guys are probably pushing a little after midnight at this point.
We've had a hero's drink, and now we must have a hero's sleep.
Heroes.
Right.
Here.
Yeah. I think sleeping is a good idea right now before anything happens.
Here I sleep.
So I'm just gonna pick up Zaishuri, Suji, and Ravi, and like, okay, we're going to bed now.
Yay, slumber party.
Oh, Dean, did we figure out the rooms at all?
No.
You got
Put me
3.
down. I'm a woman. I am a strong woman. Put me down. I'm a hero.
Okay, Zaishuri, I put her down.
I can fly.
I take out my sword and like prop myself up.
You literally face planted.
Yeah. Like, why can she have her weapons out and I can't? I'm gonna buy a new one tomorrow. It'll be. It's
All right.
fine.
All
So
right.
who's on to which room?
All right, Robbie, give me
Oh.
the keys. Give me the
Okay.
keys.
Okay, maybe I do require some aid.
Jingle,
All right.
jingle, jingle.
Snatch him out of his hand. All right.
I'm just gonna.
Hey.
I'm just gonna pick up Zaishuri again now.
One drunk to one sober. You take her. I am not rooming with Suji. Ravi, you're coming with me. I'll give you a key. 7,
I
I'll
was
give
just
you a key to the lair.
All right. All right.
Come on.
I'll go.
Let's go. Bedtime.
Well, I already grabbed them all, so.
Go. Let's
Just-
go, heroes.
7 as you grab
That's all I'm gonna carry.
you grab the drunkard and you start to make your way upstairs, flanked closely behind by, I'm assuming, Valir and Vintef. You both give. Oh, it's up to you whether or not you would like to keep clocking that table as you make your way upstairs, or
Do we pass by the table on the way or no?
no. So basically, if bars far left, they were the back right corner. The staircase is center right, so it goes up. So you'd have to go towards them, but you're not going past them.
All right.
Corner of the eye until we get to the stairs, but no direct glances.
If you're watching the table and you're not trying to make it obvious you're watching the table, I need you to make a perception check for the actual looking, and either a deception check or a stealth check for, your ability to hide that you're looking.
Perception. Bang. Stealth. Bang. Okay.
And it'd be the same thing for you, Valir, if you are also.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. Perception. Look at that. So,
So as you gather your group, you are both sober and very good at hiding your intention when gathering information. Is partially what you two are very good at. So as 7 does most of the heavy lifting, you are both able to make it look like you are helping get your drunk friends up, but not, you're taking your quick glances as at the table that isn't drawing any like of their attention.
yeah.
As you walk towards the staircases, you both kind of take glances over there. They don't move. They don't move. As you approach the staircase, you both see it's very faint and it's very, you're not even sure if you actually saw it or if your eyes are just playing tricks on you, but one of them looks like they're trying to glance to make sure that you're going up the stairs, and then quickly realizes that he was moving too much and kind of like hastily like picks up his drink. It's the first hurried thing, Valir, you've seen them do in the last hour and a half.
When he does that, does he? Well, actually no, because I did the self check. I leaned over to Venta. and I'm just like, yeah, that table over there is definitely keeping an eye on us. Why? I have no idea. But he looked a little bit nervous, looking our way. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're in for a long night, I guess. An even longer night.
Yeah, oh man, we're just gonna have to keep turns, keeping our guard up. There's no way around it. Unfortunately, these other fools had a little too much to drink.
Well, it's up to the three of us, I guess.
Uh,
When we get to the top of the stairs, I'll tell Seven, like, be on guard.
For sure. If I hear or see anything of any of them making their way towards us, or if for some reason they're bold enough to get into our rooms or whatever the case may be, I will make sure I'm going to ring my gong louder than you ever heard it before.
I'll leave Zoff in the other room.
Good call. Now, actually, never mind. Let's not tell these struggling because they might be really loud and belligerent and just put us on the spot right now. So never mind that.
Yeah, nothing to them. Just Zoff will keep watch. Let me know, wake me up. Snap me out of meditation or whatever. We'll be fine. Are the rooms next to each other, DM?
As you get upstairs, you find the room numbers that go to the keys that you were given. Two of them are next to each other along the left side of the left wall, but the third room is about 3 doors down on the right.
I will put Seven in that room since he's the most capable of dealing with a fucking giant break-in, in my opinion. So just smash them through the wall and then wake us all up.
Yeah. As we were making our way up there, do I recognize any faces or clothing, anything at all from them?
Taking a look, they're wearing just very, very inconspicuous, just black and brown cloaks. Nothing that stands out to you as you would recognize.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a good plan, Vinta. Hopefully, it's not another killer robot situation like last time when we were in that other place. But yeah, let's hope for the best.
And here's hoping.
So I continue helping everybody out.
Open the doors, let Seven usher in the drunkards.
Come on, guys, get in.
Take us! I need your eyes and ears. I've got the spins. You're not drunk. I'm swapping to you, buddy.
All right. God, we haven't had a night like this in a long time.
I can fly for real now.
Fly, Robbie.
Okay, so confirming it's Seven and Saishuri in the room on the right by themselves, and then the other 2 rooms are
Me and Robbie, and then Suji Valeria. I'm gonna leave Zoth in the room with Seven.
got it.
Yeah, Valeria, we're roommates. Hey, we're roommates.
Yeah, we're roommates.
Best buds on an adventure. Drink and drink and drink And you see me start just dozing off into a deep meditation.
I'm gonna go to Tinker's
Oh, sorry, I was trying to check something.
and be like, Rob, you in there, bud?
I still talk through me, not through Tinkers.
That's correct.
So you just see Robbie. Yep, I'm here. I'm for sure here.
I'm just gonna sigh and I'm gonna knock on the wall towards Valier's room, just like,
It's a good time.
What's happening, Vinta?
I'm just knocking to see if you knock back.
Oh, I knocked back.
All right, how bad is the sound transfer?
You can hear it. It's very the woods are the walls are like old, almost driftwood. It seems to definitely be part of whatever this boat was.
Okay, so if there's any shatter or anything, we'll be able to hear it, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good. Robbie, get the hell out of Tinker's and go to sleep.
Can go to sleep. Sleepy time.
I'm gonna do my usual thing and pull out a candle or two.
Yep. Anyone else want to do anything before they go to bed? Other than my drunk people, you guys are all in bed. You're asleep. My drunkies. Seven and Valier. Or is there anything you'd like to do?
I'd like to pray and ask for more power, and thank him, and to understand why they are so drunk.
I meditate. Try to really focus on hearing, like mainly trying to drown out any noise, and try to be focused on anything like suspicious. Just keep being on high alert, pretty much.
Yeah, we don't need a long rest, right? We could just short rest, like meditate only.
It's up to you. If you would like to short rest, you can short rest. You will not get the benefits of a long rest, and if you go without resting for too many days, you will get points of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Does that apply to me too, or no?
Yes, technically, you have to power down in your powered down state. Technically, however, you can power down and still be completely, aware of your surroundings. So
Yeah.
basically the same.
All right, so then I'm just gonna stage myself in front of the door while I go into sentry mode.
Yep.
The sentry's rest, whatever it's called.
And as he was asked to look after them, and as Zoth has a decent intelligence, he is going to talk at you for the next 6 hours.
All right, perfect.
As he does not want you destroying the fucking room.
Yeah. Perfect.
Good cat.
I understand the mission.
All right, so I also have another question. After Ravi's spell wears off the thing, do I remember being really mad at the guards or not?
You remember how you feel, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still mad.
Yeah.
It's just Robbie didn't convince you not to be mad. He convinced you that starting a fight would mean you can't do fun things in town.
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind. I forgot Seven's not really drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's that effect of I was like, wait, never
I
mind.
think Seven just poured 2 bottles of alcohol on himself because he has no mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just smells like an alcoholic.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Okay. Group of you go to bed for the evening, keeping the 3 of you keeping an ear out through your meditative states or powered down states where you can still interact with your surroundings, so you're still keeping yourselves calm. As the hours go by, the ruckus and music and noise from downstairs starts to die out as the evening gets very late. Valir. You know your training. You are able to discern noises, and at this point, after the last couple of hours, you've been able to you understand the creaks of the wood and the people coming up and down the stairs, the
Mhm.
people going in and out of their rooms. You pretty much are good at clocking everything and trying to get ahead of if anyone's approaching your door or any of the doors of your party. The hallway goes quiet for the first time in the last couple hours. You hear no approach. As you wake from your slightly meditative state, there's a letter slid under your door.
Hmm. Carefully see what that's about.
Pick it up.
Yep.
Pick it up. You go to read the letter. That's where we'll pick up next week.
Ah.
Hey.
I'm gonna message it to you.
Okay. Awesome.
It's up to you whether or not you want to read it out loud for the.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep it to yourself, but I will have it to you before our next session.
Sweet.
The rest of the class.
Oh,
2 weeks in a row. Holy shit.
yeah.
Miracle.
Fun.
Did it, Reddit?
What, cliffhangers?
You did it. You did it. You got here. You got drunk. You got some rooms. Then kind of sold some horses, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. We should have just sold the fucking
Apparently,
horses.
no, paid someone to take our horses forever. That's what Sushi did.
Essentially.
Because there's no way we're ever going back there.
It is what it is.
I hope you enjoy how thorough I am on horse contracts.
My God, no. No, I did not. Anything else but horse contracts, please.
Welcome to the world of contracts. I have contracts for everything.
Woo.
I'm glad we didn't go to the brothels. Oh, and here's your standard disclaimer. Our testing policies. There we go.
We are not responsible for any clerical the fees that will come out of anything you catch from the brothel.
In case of pregnancy, there is a binding contract.
But you did it. You made it to town, and now we're gonna find a boat.
We're gonna find a lot of shit other than a boat.
Yeah.
Boat. There's going to be at least a trip to the weapon shop, I'm sure.
Yeah. 7 might still have to fight a guard.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Dude, I really wanted to leave the whole order thing alone, but like as soon as you said like the increased presence and basically everywhere, I was like, "Fuck, man, I gotta." I have to go poking my nose while we're here.
It's gonna be like, hey, you're from this town and that's your name? Weren't you murdered? Who are you?
You know, they'll either understand it's a pseudonym or they'll think I'm just some randomly bumbling fuck. But just in case, on the off chance that the order still thinks that I'm wanted for some reason, wasn't using my real name. And August was the first thing that came to mind. Could have said I was Valir.
Do you know his last name?
I didn't put a last name for August either. I just put August.
First name only.
I was hoping that would like, if some higher up goes through the registrar and is like, oh, huh? August from so it would turn some wheels, but not directly implicate me.
Yes.
And that has a brain.
But you did it, guys. You made it. You made it to Moran.
We made it without fighting anybody, without
Moran?
Sen fighting
Moran,
anybody.
you mean to
Hey.
stop it.
Sorry.
Aerosmith?
Aerosmith. God, there. There, you made it.
Don't send us backwards,
No.
TM. I can't do
We don't want to go back there. Not yet.
So this will. Now that we've done it, I will be following up with a lot of you about questions for future overworld travel. I have 3 different rule sets for overworld travel.
All right.
I try to tailor it to how the campaign and players want to do it. That was a very longer experience where you guys have a chance to RP and I rolled for random events that could have happened. There's also a version where I do more planned events, and there's also a version where we just skip overworld travel, but that means that anything that could happen in overworld travel doesn't happen. So, special events, loot drops, things like that don't occur if you choose that route, which is fine. Yeah. But I'll talk to you guys more in depth about that as we go forward. That's more for like things like that, where it's like you're traveling a relatively safe path for a long period of time. Obviously, the ship is going to be a different story because that is not a safe path. Therefore, we will be doing a different table for that.
We're gonna fight a
Dangers
kraken.
on the sea.
We're gonna fight a kraken. We're gonna die.
Yes, we're gonna eat a kraken.
One does not simply fight a kraken.
We're gonna
Javelins
throw.
are like harpoons, right?
Then we're gonna throw 7 into its maw and let him eat his way out. Kill it from the inside.
I'll throw a battle axe. It'll be fine.
Eat you if it's the last thing I do.
He doesn't need to
week
breathe.
on-
You just throw him in and let him do his thing. Pick him up
Yeah,
on the
no.
back.
Next week, 7 tries to eat something while Suji's getting eaten.
Yeah.
So eventually, it just keeps going until you're one of the Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah.
Oh no, Suji,
For
I actually
anybody who's watching, just remember we are playing Monday next week is the tentative plan.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Monday. Monday.
Monday.
Monday stream.
Everybody's still good for Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. It's in my calendar. Then again, I forgot today was Wednesday. And Manny woke me up and he's like, "Hey, we have D&D in like 20 minutes." I'm like, "Huh? Wait, what?
None.
What time is it?" He's like, "It's like 7:15." I'm like, "It was 4:00 10 minutes ago. What?"
We should be
Yeah.
good. We return from San Diego Monday morning. Unless flights are super delayed or something crazy happens, we should still be good.
Very good. Very good.
Alright.
So that would mean you would also be able to potentially start a little earlier?
What?
In theory.
Well, no, because I wasn't planning to take my laptop or anything with me, so I wouldn't have anything. But we fly in we leave there Sunday night and arrive here like 5 a.m. or something like that.
I mean, like, are you working on Monday or what?
Oh, yeah, I'm working on Monday.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I'm working.
Wait, you're working on Monday?
Yeah, I didn't take off Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, I mean the earliest we'll be able to start anyway is Saturday. Because
Yeah. I
You're
mean,
you're flying back Monday.
yeah, we're flying back Monday. Yeah. So in case any craziness happens, hopefully not. Hopefully United Airlines behaves. We should be good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it works out.
Yeah. But again, it shouldn't be a problem. Now I'll make sure to text Brad at 6:59 p.m.
Thank you so much. It means the world to me, truly.
Nah, David, you gotta call him at 5 a.m. repeatedly until he picks up.
What?
I'm at the airport.
We're not gonna make it. Go back to bed.
Ah.
Oh, Christ.
No.
All right, I'm killing the stream Monday, ideally, hopefully.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Good night.
Good night,
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
boy.